Hi, this video is about the Sundarban forest, which is in Bangladesh and in India. And this forest, usually their population used to be quite vast, but most of them are now eaten by the Royal Bengal tigers, which has been seen every night in Sundarban. So this population here now is very little, but their daily struggle with the tiger and the snake and the crocodile and ghost as well. So a little bit about Sundarban. So the Sundarban forest lies in the vast delta on the Bay of Bengal, formed by the super confluence of the Hooghly, which is a river, Padma. Both are distributaries of the Ganga and Brahmaputra river and Meghna river. So this river across the southern Bangladesh, these rivers created many little rivers and swamps, and that's surrounding the Sundarban. The seasonally flooded Sundarban's freshwater swamp. The water is a little bit dark color and it's kind of muddy, and it has a lot of crocodiles and big snake, and their biggest problem is the bear and the Sundarban Royal Bengal tiger. Forest lies in an island from the mangrove forest on the coastal range. In this forest covers about 10,000 kilometers area in Bangladesh, and the Indian part of the Sundarban is estimated about around 3,500 kilometers, which are in the form of rivers, canals, and little creeks. In this Sundarban are really that entire area has like muddy, salty area, which is very difficult for growing rice and wheat, but villagers, their main and way of living is catching fish and crabs and shrimp, and the little swamp created. They have a lot of fish, crab and shrimp, as well as they have big snakes and crocodiles, and of course a lot of forest animals like bears, hyenas, and the biggest fear is the Sundarban tigers, Royal Bengal tigers. So the story is a true story. So Hari went to Sundarban for some work purposes, and there were a lot of building were going on, especially roads and everything. So he had a job through that. At first he stayed in a guest house, but then he got to see the outside portion of Sundarban, which was pretty much a visitor place. People came and visited. But then he decided to experience Sundarban, the real Sundarban. So he stayed in a villager's house, and this village was very close to the actual Sundarban. Bon means forest. So there he stayed with a family, and the family provided him with room and board in exchange for money. And as Hari stayed with them, the family had a lot of conversation with him about how the tigers come anytime, daytime, nighttime, even when they were working in their paddy field and rice field and growing vegetables and bananas and coconut. That time also the tiger attacked, so the villagers always ready with their weapon, and they always work together in a group, and they go for fishing for 7 days on at a time, and they bring a lot of fish, a lot of crab, and then they grow rice and wheat whatever they can and grow their vegetables, and they don't have any options to go outside of that area to get anything. They grow whatever they eat. And the villagers are very closely connected with each other. They together build paths, the road with mud, and they together grow their food, and they together fight the tiger, the snake, the lion, the bear. So there are a lot of sense of community, and the houses are all mud houses and made with palm and banana leaves. So the people, they are very poor. They really don't have that much of a money, but they live on whatever they grow, and that they use that dirty, salty, muddy water. But some of them did gather some money to buy themselves big drums where they collect the rainwater and drink that. So basically they do their living on whatever they grow, and the rainwater, there's nothing much of a market or anything outside, nor the people who lives over there, they have money to buy anything. But their daily struggle is with the tiger, which comes anytime, and then the big snake comes out, and then they have the big pigs from the forest, and these pigs are very dangerous, and also crocodile in the water, and they eat a lot of fish and crabs and shrimp. So this is how they make their living, and neither one of them is like the battle between the tiger and the mankind, and neither one of them were giving up. The population was quite many, but then it became very few because tiger came every night and dragged few people and they ate them. So but the families were not giving up, even though their main source of livelihood or income were the just the fish and crabs, and then they grew some fruits, vegetables and grains, and lived on mainly leaves. They grow many different kinds of leaves, and then depended on the rainwater for drinking water. They, even though they had many little ponds, swamp and creeks, but they were filled with seawater, which was very salty water, which is not suitable for eating, drinking or cooking. So they have to depend on rainwater or purify the water by boiling them. So their life is extremely hard, but they haven't given up. But they have another biggest problem. When they go catch the fish for fishing, they have encountered many ghosts, and there were like ghosts mainly of the people who've been eaten by the crocodile or the tiger or bitten by the snake. So they have a real challenge to not only deal with the deadly forest animals, tiger, but also to deal with the ghost. So even though it's a nice place to see just for a visiting place, but the people living there is actually the most courageous people. And these people, since they live on very natural things, their bodies are beautiful, slim, trim, thin, and each of the people has like 4 or 5 beautiful children. So there's so much to see and learn, that they live very natural way, live with the nature. So they have extremely healthy bodies, and they don't have any issues with any kind of sicknesses or any ailments. And they basically live on everything natural. They nothing unnatural that they use, and they're very courageous too. They fight with the tiger with whatever weapons they have, and most of the time their weapons are the just the things we do gardening. So there's not much of a weapon, usually the stick or the shovel, just shovel the soil, that kind of shovel, and they make their own weapons. So this is a constant battle between the man, the beast and the ghost, and it seems like no one is about to give up. Everybody is fighting their battle on their side. So Sundarban peoples are really amazing, very courageous, very beautiful. They have many children. Each families have 4, 5, 6 beautiful looking children. So there's something to learn from that. Even though they live in that kind of conditions, still they have healthy, beautiful bodies, and they never heard of any unnatural or chemical things, but that didn't stop them from living their best life. And even though they cannot even sleep at night because tigers comes and drag their babies and drag people out of the house, because houses are made out of mud and clay, but still that didn't stop them from being happy or running away from that place. They still stood there and constantly kept up their fight for survival. So we have a lot to learn from this people. That's why I brought this story. So I hope you like it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share, and I'll see you with many more. Bye bye.